Good morning, everyone. This is Chris with Arcadia Crawlers. We are back out here again at Horsemans Center Park in Victorville, California. It is Father's Day, and it is a beautiful Sunday morning, and I am super excited because I got a new toy. I got my brand new Axial Gilamon. Some new wheels on it. Got the Pro Line 2.2 Super Swampers. We're going to give it a shot today. See how it does. Okay, so here we go. Let's give this thing a shot. Try some of its side hill ability here, or lack thereof. So no surprise there. The stock servo is very, very weak. And with these big tires on it, it's even worse. So we're not going to try to push it too hard. Let's see if we can get it out of here without breaking something. And also the drag brake's pretty weak on this thing too. So this is completely stock, so, you know, it's to be expected. But we were able to get out of there, so that's cool. So I don't think there's any need to give you guys specs on this thing. Everybody has done videos on them already, with all the upgrades that Axial sells for it, and you know, these tires and whatnot. But I did think it would be worthwhile to give you my opinion on it. So like I said, I did take this out once before, but just on some local rocks. Something, you know, a little place that has smaller rocks, something as big as this stuff. And I have to say, I really enjoyed it. It's a really nice buggy, and it's set up really well. Not necessarily with the electronics, but with the potential that it has. The fact that it comes with the ASD isn't that big of a selling point to me. I don't particularly care for it all that much, but I do like that they give you the ASD in the transmission, because that is really cool. The fact that you can set it up so you basically have front and rear dig. You know, and it's basically just a simple upgrade kit that Axial already sells. All you need is the kit and a servo, well, and a controller too. But I kind of think that most of us are already buying these cars knowing that we're going to upgrade all the electronics anyway. So, you know, the idea of having to buy a new remote isn't that big of a deal. And also the fact that, you know, they're already selling the replacement axle, so you can make it a four-wheel steer. You can really tell that when they designed this, they knew exactly who they were designing it for and what they would want. And who knows, maybe in the future they'll come out with a four-wheel steer straight from the factory. Oh, I might take the easy way out. Also, like I said in my previous videos, I don't run these lines like prior to making these videos. This is the first time I'm seeing this line, just like it's the first time you're seeing it. Yeah, see if we're getting caught up on that wheel. Nope, we're going the wrong way. I will say, aside from the the drag brake being kind of weak, the motor and the ESC are surprisingly smooth. Like, you can actually slow crawl, and it's not horrible. Okay, so well, after maybe about 20 minutes of crawling, I seem to have smoked my motor. I just felt it right now, and that sucker is hot. Axial. Okay. Well, I really do like this truck. I like the looks. I like the features it has. If anything, I thought the servo would give out first, but you know, just like the capper back there, the motor took a shit 10 minutes after running it, so I guess they're using the same quality. I guess that means we're gonna have to upgrade it. Well, anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching. I'll get this fixed up, and then we'll make another video with a proper motor. All right, take care.
All right, hey guys. So after our initial run with the Gilamon, I found that I didn't actually mess up the motor. I think I hit the thermal shutoff on it, probably from it binding up and whatnot. But either way, that isn't going to work. I guess that's all you can expect from Axial. You know, they don't market this as a rock crawler. They market it as a trail buggy. And I'm sure the stock motor would have worked for trailing, but anybody that has this is probably going to use it for rock crawling. So you're going to have to change the motor. And so that's what I've done. I put the Fusion 8 in it. I was kind of going back and forth between a Fusion Pro and the Fusion 8. But I would like to run a Reefs 1400 with the 4S eventually. So I decided to go with the 8. Right now I threw in one of these Amazon servos. I have these in all my trucks, and hopefully it works good on this one too. Threw in a Reefs servo horn. The servo horns that come with these servos are not very good, and if you bind up the tires, they end up stripping. I've already stripped 2, and I've damaged 1 servo from that. So, spend the extra money and get yourself a nice servo horn. It doesn't have to be a Reefs, but I really like the way these look, so I picked one up. With the Fusion 8, there's videos online that show you how to install it, so I didn't really go into a whole thing about, installing it. If you want to see that, shoot me a comment and I'll make you a video for that too. But like I said, there's other videos that show it. But the one thing about the installing a Fusion 8 in the Gilamon is that the wires stick up toward the top, towards your battery tray, and it makes it difficult for you to put your chassis back on, or your cage back on, I should say. Now, there was one video online where the guy clocked it, maybe to like the 4 o'clock position where your wires are pointing out this way. But what happens is it ends up being right next to your drive shaft right there. And I guess, if you zip tie it up, it's fine. It's probably not going to rub, but I didn't really like it being that close. So what I did was I just took out this little piece of plastic that went right here on the battery tray. It's basically like another X that goes, or I'm sorry, a triangle that goes right here. I just cut it like that. And so the wires stick up, a little bit. The battery I have, stops about right there, you know, in this section. So it doesn't really sit on top of the wires at all. Uh, and that ended up working out really well. So yeah, if you want to run the wires straight up and down, because the way the bolt holes are lined up, you know, you either have, you know, straight up or like the 4 o'clock position for the wires. Uh, there's bigger holes for, you know, the I think the 4 millimeter motor bolts, but I don't have any of those, and I wasn't gonna go buy them. So this was an easy, you know, really easy, really quick mod to do. If you have a cutoff wheel or I don't know, a tiny tim saw or something like that, you just cut that little piece of plastic out and it works great. After that was out, body set down fine, and uh, yeah, no more problems after that. So stay tuned for the next video. We'll be test driving this thing for the first time with the new motor and the servo, and I'll let you know how it goes. All right, guys, thank you.